everyone who is currently on an on-premise solution for PLM is receiving pressure from their vendors to consider those vendors' latest offerings. And all of those latest offerings are cloud-based. The challenge is, in a lot of situations, the cloud-based solution is a completely different application from what the customer has been using on premise. And there are significant gaps between the functionality that's available on premise and what is available on the cloud. And so it's important for customers to understand how they utilize their on-premise applications and what the gaps are for cloud-based solutions, and whether or not those gaps are either can be addressed or can be, I guess, endured. And, so specifically, if we look at Agile, which is a very well-known, well-established PLM solution, it's been built out over time, has a very robust set of capabilities. And when you look at the cloud-based solutions that are out there, some of them are getting close. I would say Propel is very good from a cloud-based perspective. And it's one of the reasons that we chose it as our cloud-based PLM solution. But there are still gaps. And it's really important to understand about those, and make assessments before you jump in, and be able to deal with some of the limited functionality that you can get into. And some customers recently have sort of leapt before they've looked and found out the hard way with solutions, not Propel, but other cloud-based applications, that they just weren't going to be able to get the functionality that they need. And one of the challenges that I see is it's not so much about the technology. It's not about cloud versus on-premise. It's about really understanding PLM and being able to offer that capability in your application. And a lot of the cloud-based solutions that are available today and are being touted for PLM are really just extensions of ERP platforms, and they really don't have all of the functionality and features that a true PLM requires. And that's always going to be a problem. And you can delve into some of the nuances around cloud-based solutions, whether they're single tenant or multi-tenant, and what kind of performance capabilities they will offer. And that's certainly another consideration, because the performance of your on-premise PLM solution is almost always going to be better, because you're running inside of your network. You've got higher speeds, less distance. So unless you're a super large company with multiple facilities and you're running over a WAN, you will see a difference when you move to an internet-based application, regardless of whether it's PLM or CAD or anything else, especially the solutions that are pushing a lot more information back and forth. So those are all things that you need to think about when you're moving towards PLM. And one of the things we've tried to do with our customers is to be very transparent, to spend time with them, to really go in and look at how they're using their current system and give them the best plan moving forward. Because the reality is that all of these vendors are putting all of their R&D in the cloud. The whole market is moving in that direction. It's inevitable that at some point your company is going to have to move, most likely, to a cloud-based application, because that's all there's going to be. So, really, it definitely is a wait and see type of attitude at the moment, but you have to recognize at some point the R&D and the lack of development in on-premise applications is going to force most companies to have to move on to a cloud-based application.